Welcome to the show. Is this Sheriff Joe Barron?
It is.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. I just wanted to call and say thank you for the shout-out in reference to our patches. I know with your order to everybody.
No, the Flomax fighters have been ordered, Sheriff. They're going to buy one.
I think the program will be a success, and we'll raise some good money for Relay for Life and help fight cancer. And I was also listening, and I just wanted to say thank you for the little part about Bob and Doug McKenzie. That brings back some memories of my childhood.
Yeah, I know. I think Wayne's World ripped them off, but yeah, I just used to laugh so hard at that. The McKenzie brothers.
Oh yeah, the Great White North.
Exactly. Well, Sheriff, I just want to say to you that the culture that you have instilled in the Sheriff's Office of integrity, and they just love it there. They're a family. And what you're doing and your style of leadership is absolutely amazing. And can you tell the public about some of the other things and programs that are going on that you're involved in? This Priority Toyota thing, you're involved in rehabilitation and giving opportunities for the people there. I think it's just amazing.
Well, thank you, Mike, and I appreciate the question and the opportunity to talk about some of the things that we're doing. What we're doing as far as leadership is concerned is not by accident. We're working on being a value-driven organization. We are a value-driven organization, and we laid out what those values are. It's about integrity. It's about respect. It's about duty without prejudice, and it's about teamwork, and it's about pride without ego. And I think the employees are really grasping those values, and they're excited about it. Because they realize that my goal, since I took over, I guess a little over a year and a half ago, is all about people. It's all about taking care of people and making a difference in the lives of people, which includes our employees, lifting their morale and trying to get them better pay. We're one of the lowest paid right now, but I think the city's going to help us with that or try, and I know the city council members are. But it's also about expanding our outreach into the community and helping our seniors and helping our youth to the degree that we can. And also, my goal is to have one of the best inmate programs unit in the state, if not the best. I certainly want to have the best. That's our goal. And some of the things that we're doing are really helping to change the lives of inmates even. Here's a statistic, and I think I want you to chew on this.
Yes, sir.
96% of the inmates in our jail are coming back to our community. 96%. Now, I can sit there and do what I'm legally obligated to do, and that's just to hold them for as long as the courts tell me to hold them and then release them when they're supposed to be released. Or I could try to have the best programs unit in the state in order to give opportunities to the inmates when they're in our custody to change their lives. And I choose to do the latter. I choose to have programs available that can possibly change their lives and reduce recidivism and keep people from coming back to our jail. You mentioned one of the newest programs that we started, which was really the brainchild of Dennis Elmer and Priority Automotive. But Dennis was terrific in reaching out to us. Actually, he's been trying to do this for several years, get some buy-in from people. And he learned about the idea when he went on a trip to Fiji, believe it or not, and his tour guide was this really massive guy with tattoos, but he was really terrific at his job. And Dennis asked him how he got into the tourism trade, and the guy said it was a program that he learned in jail. And Dennis said, I got to bring this back to Norfolk, and I got to bring it back to the Hampton Roads community. And in a field, so tourism's a big trade, obviously a big field in Fiji.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But locally, we have industries that really need employees in those industries, and the automotive industry is one of them. There's just a real vacuum of talent out there as it relates to people who can work on cars and fill the needs of the industry. So Dennis brought the idea back, and finally we created a partnership with Tidewater Community College and Priority Automotive, and the Norfolk Sheriff's Office, and we're proud of that partnership. And here, it's kind of a combination. You know, we already have a work release program in which inmates can go out and work in jobs and earn, their wages while working in the community. They don't get employers don't get a break on the wages. They got to pay the inmates the same amount they would anybody else in that job. But they do get a tax break, which is an incentive for them. But we already have the workforce that's out there doing all kinds of jobs, carpentry, plumbing, things like that, and then they come and they spend their nights in the jail. The advantage to business owners is they know that the people are going to show up on time because we're bringing them to them, and they know they're going to be sober because they know where they stayed the night before, and they get the tax break. So that's a big boost. But it's a combination of our work release. So folks are going and they're going to work in the automotive industry at priority, but it's also vocational because we got Tidewater Community College coming and teaching classes. So in a year, they're going to have all the certificates they need so that when they get out, they can go right to work. They'll have a job. They'll have benefits. And as you know, and as most people should know, the automotive industry is it's a good field to get into, and it's good pay. So, anyways, we're doing all kinds of programs like that to try to help get inmates on the right track. You know, programs like our reentry program, teaching life skills. You know, we have some people that come into our jail that have never done a budget before, that have never had never did a job application,
right?
Never knew how to do.
No, it's amazing.
So, but there's GED programs, reentry programs, evidence-based programs is basically what we're concentrating on. Things that we know work to help get somebody on the right track.
Absolutely awesome. Well, Sheriff Joe Barron of the City of Norfolk doing amazing things, a wonderful workforce, a wonderful culture that you created, and we just love you. Sheriff Joe Barron, I thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you, Mike. Thanks for the opportunity, and you have a great night.
Take care.